I lost as Leonardo? Come on! I said now Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, heroes in a half shell, turtle power. They're the world's most fearsome fighting team. Leonardo leads the other three turtles to their ultimate demise by the hands of the steamroller. It doesn't have hands. And so now Leonardo needs to set out on his quest alone to determine what happened to the steamroller's hands. Boom. Good job, Leonardo. Leonardo. Cool name. Leonardo. Yes, my name is Leonardo. All right. Watch out for this buzzy beetle. That's not what that is. I don't want to get copyright infringement. Okay, so watch out for this foe here who's impossible. It was determined that he's Ganon in the last video, based off of his cool shades and horrendous hitbox. Look at this guy. You can even hit him while running away somehow. Good job, Ultra Games. They know what they're doing. Alright, so after defeating Ganon, head through this door, go up here and use the left button on your directional pad in order to move over here into this sewer. Actually don't need that pizza. That's pretty cool. Go to the left. Hit this foe from down below multiple times till he explodes into a fiery plume. And now here you have this guy who is using a chainsaw indoors, which is probably letting off a lot of harmful fumes. So get rid of him, hug the left side of the screen here so you can perform this awesome pointless trick. Really nice. Oh, geez. He's awake. Okay, here comes Batman. Now, just go up here. And then in this next screen, I like to keep the flying enemies on the screen for a while so that the other ones don't spawn. And then right before the rightmost wall appears, you can just let them leave the screen. And then up here, depending on how much lag you get, you may or may not be able to make this amazing jump. Alright, no lag this time for some reason. Dude's throwing a bunch of bananas down there. Great. Now you got this boss with a gun. It was determined in the last video that this guy is Ganon. You can tell by his hat. He's got that Ganon-styled hat going on. Alright, jump the bullets. You can also hit them with your sword to destroy them if you want. That was a great Ganon fight. Okay. Showed him who's boss with my Blades of Steel. What does she say? Don't let the Foot Clan destroy the dam. You can't tell me what to do. I'm out. So you do want to destroy these guys, but don't let them or this left arrow distract you from this one solitary red pixel to my right. You see it? Why is it there? I don't know. But it's great to acknowledge it. Ultra Games put it there, so you gotta pay attention to it. This guy's not a problem, just hit him through the floor. And then for the rest of them, I like to duck and let them come to me. So eventually they'll stop throwing their weapons. When you hit them, they'll jump. Just take care of them like that. Actually works every time. Yep. And then while the screen scrolls here, I like to be in the air. That way this guy doesn't spawn on me. Look, more chainsaw fumes indoors! He tries to muddle you so that you forget to look at this one red pixel to my right. You see it? Really, really nice. What else is nice is this ladder that's going up. You can use it to get to that pizza. Except why do that when you can make this annoying, extremely precise jump? I will not get the pizza. Not hungry. But I will get one later. You gotta make sure Leonardo fulfills his goals of fitness. Fitness pizza in his mouth! Whoa, bouncy blue. Alright, oh, got kicked. Okay, so don't leave before checking out this final red solitary pixel right here. You see it to my right? It's great. Well, you know what? I actually didn't get enough of it. Look at it again. Oh, that's nice. That is really nice. This guy can be a problem sometimes. He'll fire off his Hadouken. It's pretty hard to avoid. Now, for whatever reason, you can't do the cool jump to get up here, I don't think. I don't really know why that is. I don't think it works. Now, this room is not really a problem. If you get hit a bunch of times, it doesn't matter. There is a full health refill coming up here. Just don't die, and you'll be okay. The biggest threat here is actually the risk of sub-weapon drops. Because remember, in this challenge, even if you pick up a sub-weapon, doesn't matter if you use it or not, you must reset the game. This guy's pretty easy. Just jump over him and he'll crouch down. Pick up this delicious pixel pizza. What does this sign say here? It says, notification. Steamrollers don't have hands, you idiot. Ooh, Leonardo's mad now. The whole purpose of this mission has been changed. And now, he's going on a mission of revenge. The enemies don't spawn here. Okay, great. Nice jump, Leonardo. Get on top of the dam. Cause these guys to self-destruct. And the next part of this challenge is to sing the Leave Me Alone song. I was very muffled in the last video, so I'll try to be more pronounced this time. Leave me alone. 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 Okay, how'd I get hit down there? That was pretty bad, but it's fine. It's fine. Not a terrible run there. Good job. The dam is safe. Let's go home. Wait, look, I'm Raph. All of a sudden, I'm Raphael. I'm here now. Okay, Raph. I don't know what happened to Leo, but that's fine. This is Shredder. Listen to me, Turtles. Turtles with an S? There's only Raph. Which should be Leo. Why does he only have 4 fingers? Such a confusing cutscene. You must defeat the Foot Clan. We're waiting for you. Ha ha ha. We? So it's not just Shredder? Who else is with him? Let's go and help Splinter. Okay, I guess Splinter's with him. Great. We'll take this van that's parked here. Watch out for the steamroller. You can shoot them with bullets. Enjoy the van. That was enough of the van. Go in this house. And I don't like this enemy set, so if you leave and come back in, it'll change to these guys, which are called fire freaks according to the manual. I just like having them around better than the other enemy sets. Now this area is a little bit dangerous, mainly because the potential for sub-weapon drops. Remember, you have lost if you pick one up. Oh, you also may have noticed that my damage output has increased, which is because, well, now it's just decreased. The reason is that every turtle except Raph, for some reason, gains attack power when their health is at half or less. So check this out. So if you creep over to the left, you can get this fire freak to sink through the floor, hit him in the scalp, and leave. Now get this guy before he turns around. You can just hit him a few times like that. Watch out for sub-weapon drops. They happen a lot in this area. And then the dude up top, you can somehow get him to leave. I'm not totally sure how that works, but maybe like scrolling the screen a little bit. Sometimes it takes a few tries. Alright, he's gone. Good. Watch out for sub-weapon drops. Do this incredible jump. Third try is a charm, okay. This gap here, you can just walk over it. That's right. So, it doesn't really matter if you get hit here too many times, as long as you don't die or pick up any sub-weapons, because there is a full health refill coming up here. Delicious. Okay, so now that we got the missiles, you just head on out here. Oh! When you see a sub-weapon, yell at the sub-weapon! That's the only way to get it to go away. See how it disappeared there? It works. It works every time. Do not pick those up. You pick it up, you have failed. You get to do all of this again, including singing the entire Leave Me Alone song. Alright, now to get the missiles, jump in the van. I always forget which button. Oh, always hit the wrong button there, but that's okay, because you get three missiles. I think I failed here. Yep. Okay. Good job. Look at these roads, how wide they are. I don't even know, is this even a road? Not really sure what I'm driving on here. I don't know if I'm supposed to be using turn signals or what. I don't know, just use your discretion, I suppose. Oh, don't leave here without checking out this blue guy, though. Look at him. Look how amazing he is. You should never kill this guy. This guy's really cool. Look at his walk. He can go through the barricades. He's immune to steamrollers. He's incredible. Let him live. Continue driving here. There's actually a fun thing you can do with a missile if your timing is somewhat decent here. I'm not going to be able to demonstrate it because not all the steamrollers appeared, but kind of. I failed. You can get it to hit that barricade, but unfortunately, my skill level is low. So because of that, I'm going to have to go to this cool alley here. Think about what I've done. Alley Cat Blues. If you say Alley Cat Blues there, it makes the run a lot more enjoyable. One more missile left. You know what? I'm going to save it. I'm going to fire it into this building as a warning shot to let them know I'm coming. Yeah, look at this too. Bam! All right. Park this here. In. So when you get this enemy set, I don't like it, so I'm leaving once again. Get the fire freaks. The fire freaks are really good to have here. Jeez, got hit? Okay. So if you jump over this guy, he'll generate enough of those little flame dudes to where the fire freaks up top can't generate any. And so that's why I like to have the fire freaks here. Just makes the trip a lot easier. Otherwise, these guys would shoot those little flame dudes. I think I'll destroy these guys and see if I can get them to drop a sub-weapon. No? Okay. It's fine. Watch out for those unfair enemies right there. Look at this agile guy. He's agile! Ah. Okay, so for this area, there's going to be an enemy across just about every jump, so just be ready for that. Except for that one I got. Oh, no, there he is. These single gaps, you can just walk over it. That's right. So here, just keep going, admiring the nice really clean blue sewer water. Let that guy extinguish himself. Do a hop. Hit that guy there so that his health equals or is less than 0. Extinguish. Come on. This guy will also extinguish himself. Don't extinguish yourself! Do not fall into that water, or else you have to redo the area. You can also go up here and avoid that pizza if you stay on the left side of the ladder. I don't know why you'd want to do that. A button didn't work there for some reason. Okay, so this part can be kind of dangerous for sub-weapon drops. Wow, okay. You know, just run through them. It's good. Didn't even look like it did damage. It did, it just doesn't always display damage properly. So if you go up here, I don't know, sometimes there's a guy that's dropping a bomb down at you. I didn't get him this time. But if you do, and he's dropping a bomb straight down that ladder, just go back down the ladder and come back up and he'll disappear. Really not very good at demonstrating things this time around. This fire freak can be a pain, just because you have a tight area to fight him in here. But it's fine. You get to see this cool glitch. Yeah. Time for sub-weapons. Okay, you gotta act pretty quickly to defeat this guy. Not a problem if you expect him, though. Okay. Now you get this boss. You can get the jump on him here. Hit him a couple good times. Oh, I missed that time. You can hit him here. He won't hit you when he walks off the edge like that. Just kind of have to learn the little nuances, and it should be fine. You can swing up and hit him. You can hit him while he's there. It's interesting because Leonardo has a better range, and so it's easier to hit the guy in some cases, but he's also slower to attack than Raph or Might. So that kind of works against you in some cases. If he happens to be on the other side of that block, you can swing through the block and hit him as well, which is pretty cool. But beware, because he can do the exact same thing to you. Oh no! Whoa, that was pretty close. Gosh, okay. So here, you can hit this guy while he's spawning, get some free damage in. It's always smart. And the most dangerous thing about this is you just don't want to get hit by his body, because his body does more damage than his projectiles, for whatever reason. Could be a pretty tough boss, actually. You got Splinter up there. Splinter taught them to be ninja teens! Wait, what? You know, being a ninja takes a lot of discipline. But being a teen, he had to teach them to be teens? Don't you just wait for a set amount of time and that happens automatically? I don't know. Alright, into this building. This is actually the guy that I like to see spawn here. He's easier to get the pizza from than the boomerang guys, in my opinion. If you do get a boomerang guy there, I recommend just leaving and coming back in until you see that guy. But it's not that big of a deal. But if you get this dude here, it's just easy to pick up this pizza. He doesn't throw any boomerangs or anything. You just grab it, walk away. Pop this balloon like that. This is not the noise that it would make if you popped a balloon. Why would it make that second sound effect after popping? Okay, so this dude, just lure him over here a little bit. You can destroy his fire for fun. Because I like to have plenty of room so I can jump over and deal with that foe. Go up the ladder. You'll find this guy. You can coax him to go down here. Is it coax or coax? Coax cable. Alright, so this guy will turn into a flying scalp. Hit him twice, and he will be defeated. Don't forget to pick up these ropes. You'll have to come back and get them. These guys here aren't a big problem. Somehow it can go through the blocks. That's fine, I suppose. Good. So if you have this group of enemies, you'll end up with the fire-spitting guy. Oh, wait. Actually, I didn't for some reason. Okay. Cool. That's the enemy I prefer to be there. You can check this area out for no reason. There's nothing there. Oh! Jeez, almost sailed off the side! If you do, you have to repeat this area. But actually, once you put the rope there, look, you cannot go off the side. They thought of that. Good job, Ultra Games. Okay. So there's a pizza coming up here, too. I actually don't need it. full health for whatever reason here. Now remember, if you do get down to half health or below, I'll check this area out for no reason. Oh man, that's cool. If you do get to half health or below, your attack does go up. As long as you're not Raph, for whatever reason, he doesn't get the attack. But what am I doing? Help! Just get out of here. This is a fun area. Oh man, the chaos! I have lost health, but that's okay. Main thing is that I haven't picked up any sub-weapons. Get in this guy's face right here. Just like that. And see, when you get close to these guys, all they do is bounce. So that's kind of the trick to them. Look at his foot, by the way. His rear foot looks bizarre. Whatever. They are the Foot Clan, so I suppose their feet should be their most prominent features. Gonna head up here to this room that has no enemies somehow. It's interesting. Then you got these enemies. Oh man, banana in the face, potassium flying everywhere. Oh, a sub-weapon. When they show up, yell at the sub-weapon. It's the only way to get them to disappear. That would have ended the run if I would have picked that up, and I would have had to try it again for the 256th time. Great, this room is cleared. Go down here to fight an amazing boss. Get ready for this one. Cue the boss music. Now for this guy, you want to hold down while pressing the attack button. If you do that enough times, you'll win. Now go up here. And this flying dude will come into the screen, so just be aware of him. I like to hit those guys up there. You really don't need to, I suppose. So there'll be a boomerang guy here. Just kind of lure him onto the screen. Where is he? There he is. Get him close to you, and he'll just bounce in place. And there are two very close to each other coming up. So if you move too quickly, they'll both spawn. That's really not too good when that happens. So I like to just get one on the screen, like that. Take care of him, and then let the other one show up. There it is. Because if they're both there, they can be kind of a pain to deal with. Go up ladder 2. And here, whoa! I was damaged by a balloon. Okay, so here, I think that guy gets stuck. Yeah, he does. Okay, so for these conveyors, you can just walk over it. That's right. I don't know why 3 points to the right there into the wall, but it's okay. Follow these arrows. Don't follow these arrows. I don't know what those are trying to say. Alright, so here you can hit this guy through the ground, and you can do a little wiggly move to get past this guy. Awesome. Above the spikes, and this little area down here is relatively safe. Not a problem. Just destroy Weird Foot Man. WFM over there. And then this area can be pretty tricky. Oh, but then you get a sub-weapon. Yell at it. Yo! It's gone. Now you see how it causes it to disappear. That's a pretty slick move. All right. Okay, so there should be an enemy here you can hop over. Yep. Then there'll be one here that you can kind of destroy before going off the conveyor. And there'll be two here that can be kind of tricky if you have over half health, because they do take 2 hits. They're gone, though. All right. Watch out for this guy who fires to the left. I like to let him fire and hit him. Be careful, because sometimes he does drop a sub-weapon. I found out what the logic is behind the sub-weapons. I looked at the code, and the code says that the logic is E equals MC squared. So now you know what causes them to drop. So every time that condition is true, and E does in fact equal MC squared, a sub-weapon will drop. Whoa, I'm about to drop into my doom here. So this gap here, you guessed it, you can just walk over it. Now here, I like to jump on this conveyor belt and just hold up. Makes it a little bit easier to get up the ladder. Now this area here is a boss! Remember the technique from before. Hold the down button and hit the attack button multiple times. And he'll be defeated. Oh, look at this. Cool. Why did they put this one block here? I don't know. Kind of removes the symmetry from the room. Okay. So the instruction manual says this is JFK Airport. Well, watch out for bombs! That make the sound from Contra when the bridge in the first level explodes. I think it's the same noise when the dynamite explodes in the snowy fields as well. Alright, so defeat them with your Blades of Steel. This is a tough jump. Can I make it? Yes! Okay, good. This guy can be tricky too, but don't forget you can swing upwards and hit him. Then there'll be another tricky jump here. You can do, let's see. I feel like I always have to jump early here. Can I make it? Yes, okay. Watch out for the dude above you. He'll shoot down right next to you. So just take your time here. But it's not that important as long as you don't die or pick up any sub-weapons, because there's an invisible pizza hiding here. Check this out. When you jump up here, that pizza appears. Not sure if that was on purpose or not, but there it is. Oh, I hit the spikes! So now I can demonstrate this glitch. If you get hit by spikes, you can duck on them and they don't hurt you for whatever reason. But as soon as you stand up, you'll take damage. Pointless but interesting glitch. If you're damaged here when you leave, just go back in and pick that pizza up again, because you really do want to be full health here. You can hide in this little alcove there, and you'll be safe from this enemy. Oh my gosh, it's a sub-weapon. There it is. Hey! Man, that one almost got me. But it worked. It's gone. It's deleted from the game's memory. Hey, this guy can be a bit of a problem, but he decided to leave. Okay, good. There's a glitch on the left side of the screen there, flashing. That's really nice to see. You can stop here and do this. That's really fun. Alright, this guy. So this area is kind of tough to get through without getting hit, but this part's interesting because these actually don't fire. I guess because there's too much on the screen, but they will once you go over here and destroy a couple of them. Yeah, so there's a good pizza down there, which is really a good idea to go pick it up if you need it. For whatever reason, I don't. You may or may not be able to see my health due to the ridiculous flickering there. Man, the slowdown! Man, they need a Pentium 4 in the NES. Look at this guy walking in air. Walking on air. Yeah, believe it or not, take him out. Okay, so watch out, there's a flyer on the right here, so just let him go by. I like to hop over to this block like that. Make one hop here. Make sure you don't go into that fire. That is an instant death, which is the same as picking up a sub-weapon. Alright, here's room 17, one of the most interesting rooms in the game. One of the reasons it's interesting is because these conveyor belts, as you can see now, only convey on the right-hand side. So look, the left side conveys, but the right side does not. They screwed up! And also they have this bizarre area up here. I don't know why anybody would ever go up here. Except for Leonardo. Look at this. So I can show off this cool glitch. Press yourself into the spikes! It's foolish. Never do that. So if you walk over here, you can kind of get rid of this guy by pushing the screen a little bit like this. Yep. But he may come back. This is one of the hardest enemies to avoid. Good enough. Okay, so this guy I kind of like to lure over as much as I can to make sure he just keeps bouncing. Now that thing on the left won't be able to hit you as long... A sub-weapon! A sub-weapon! Yo! That one took a while, but it disappeared due to the yelling. So once that one on the left shoots, destroy the one on the right, and go down. Alright, so grab the pizza. This next area here is bovine feces. This area ends so many runs. Let's see if I can do it. Yes. Oh, man. Just the slightest delay will cause you to fail. Okay, is this it? Cowabunga! Alright. Might have a run here. Time for the Mauser battle. This guy's not too bad. Just Do a little jig underneath him. When he opens his mouth, just kind of get into this pattern here. Main threat is just don't pick up any sub-weapons from those enemies, but you should be fine as long as you keep your distance like this when you defeat them. Do some rapid squats, a little bit of twisting around. And this guy is really not a problem. Ugh. Alright. So you just kind of get into the rhythm here. Yeah! 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 Alright! Open up! That's funny, he makes you wait for this final shot. I'll deliver it from the right-hand side. Yeah, okay. Time to go through this Dr. Wily door. Alright. Go to the enemy base by blimp. You have my support. Bam! So look, this only shows the number of turtles that you have walking towards the turtle blimp, which is pretty cool. So in this case, it's Leonardo only. Leonardo. Going by the cover of night. And now I'm damaged, so I'm going to go get a pizza out of this building here. Order the pizza on the phone. Yes, I'd like to place an order. 1 pizza. Oh, but no anchovies. And I mean no anchovies. If you put anchovies on this thing, you're in big trouble, okay? And that'll do. And the clock's ticking, dude. Okay, so pick this up. Be sure to pause the game here so you can examine this awesome glitch at the top of the screen. And see what April says. Find and help your friends in this stage. You have my support. Okay, so she wants us to find and help our friends. Which, by the way, would invalidate the run. Check out this pointless ladder here. So it's clear that April's the enemy. She wants us to invalidate our solo turtle run. Never listening to her again. So the Technodrome can spawn in one of 3 locations. I like to pick this one first, since it's the easiest. So hopefully it's here. I guess there's a 1 out of 33.33333 repeating % chance that this is the area that I want. Just watch out for sub-weapon drops. And also don't try to jump over these guys. Their webs actually do cause damage if you touch them. I don't believe those rocks that you destroy with your weapon can drop sub-weapons. Now here's a cool trick. So see this wall to the left? If you move it off the screen and then go down the ladder while it's still off the screen, then it will be off the screen down here, which means there's no wall and that guy can go flying off the side. It's actually really useful. Okay, so here's the part where you decide whether you guessed correctly or not. Is this the Technodrome? No! Alright, so you get to take the walk of shame out of here. It's not shameful, actually. You get to show more of the game, so it's fine. Those bubbles, I don't believe they cause any damage. I got hit in some failed run. I got hit like 4 times in a row by those bubbles and didn't lose any health. I think in my mic only run, I actually ran back and got a pizza when I got hit by one of those, but now I don't think you actually need to. So you can't go back the way you came here, because you can't jump up and grab that ladder, so you have to go this way to the right. Which is okay, as long as you don't go over there and fight those porcupine guys. Just hit them through the wall, because they are a sub-weapon. See how dangerous they are? Yo! Hey! It's gone. Okay, it's gone. Oh my gosh, this isn't good. What a horrible night to have a curse. He's walking on air. Believe it or not, I'm out of here. Whoa, I've never seen that happen before. Man. Gotta make it out of here. This place is a little too Raph. So I believe this is the part with the slice of pizza if you need it. Yeah, see the pizza's over there to the right, so you can actually go up this ladder and come back down and grab it if you need it. I do not, somehow. But don't forget, you can also go to the building once you make it out of here and grab that pizza. That respawns as many times as you need it, so that's okay, as long as you can make it back. This guy will actually go underneath that platform. Very kind act. Okay, and that was it. So this next place is a little bit more difficult. I guess there's a 66.666666 repeating chance that this is the area. I do get to show this. So if you go up here, then this guy is pretty much a non-issue, and he'll leave. It's pretty cool. Sadly, you get another one right there, but he wasn't too interested in me. Duck. Alright. Whoa! Oh no, it's another sub-weapon! It's a sub-weapon! Yo! A lot of sub-weapons in this run. We know how to get them to disappear. There's that guy. So this dude coming up here, a lot of times will go down the ladder if you let him. Just kind of hang out here for a while. Or he'll just leave on the right side of the screen. So use the same trick here. So this leftmost wall, get it off of the screen, then go down here while it's still off the screen. And you can use that to your advantage because this guy right here will go sailing off of the side. Sometimes it takes a while, but eventually he'll do it. Too bad the porcupine enemy doesn't do it because those guys are really threatening. They do a ton of health and they take a lot of hits. He shouldn't be able to hit you up here though. Alright, there he went. Just trying to get past. Oh my gosh. Yeah, those dudes are terrible. Is this a Technodrome? I hope so. Yes, it is. Okay, move to the right side of the screen and duck. And you will not get hit by this Lightning 3 spell. I'll jump up here. And Leonardo can strike up to hit this turret. Pretty easy. For whatever reason, you can't really do this trick against the one on the right without him shooting you. I don't know why. So I find it easier to just do this, kind of wait for it to shoot, just be a little more cautious. Whoa! I'm not exactly sure what hit me there, but that's all right. Plenty of health to go around. Good, 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 good. Oh, well. Oh my gosh. Do not do this. The key is to not get hit. Alright, so there's a very bizarre hitbox here. Not totally sure what's behind that, but if you hit this enough times, then that hatch up there will be destroyed. So no more foot soldiers can be spawned. Once that happens, you can destroy that guy. Not worry about him coming back. There is absolutely no reason to destroy this thing here, so I totally recommend doing it. It increases risk. I missed. It takes 100,000 hits too, exactly. This one, same thing. Absolutely no reason to attack this thing. I guess the reason is because Leonardo is just crazed. He's just a maniac. Once he found out about the steamroller arms, or hands, I guess it was. Yeah, he's just gone berserk, as you can tell. Because he's doing this. Yeah. I end up getting myself killed screwing around. Probably shouldn't do that. So handle this dude. There's an interesting glitch against this boss. I spoke about it in my, I think it was the Raph only playthrough, where, for whatever reason, when you destroy the eyeball, sometimes, well, every time, it takes control of your turtle and it walks into the left and then you jump in the Technodrome. But sometimes you take damage when you do it, and I'm not sure what causes that. But if you have one hit left, it can actually kill you. And then when you go to the turtle select screen, assuming you have more than one turtle, you can't pick a turtle and you're just frozen. Other times, if it kills you in the exact right spot, you do go on to the next level and you have 0 health. So if you get hit one time, you die. And in my experience, I got to Shredder one time with 0 health, and I defeated him, but when I beat him, it didn't start the ending sequence, and it was just soft locked. Look at that, see, I took damage. So weird. So now I'm at half health, so my damage should be increased. That's good, at least. I mean, kind of. You are great. Now that's good to know. It's great to have that bit of knowledge when you get here. This is the final battle. You have my support. Watch out for this enemy that shows up on your left here. Yeah, take care of him. And there might be another one. Oh, it's a spaceman. Oh, geez. Not a very good start to this area, but it's fine. Kind of want to duck the spacemen. There you go. Great. Now for these whirlies. Oh. Oh gosh. Okay, I guess I need less health than this to do more damage. Because you can kill them in one hit if you have low enough health. So I like to stand on the second block here and jump up and spawn him up in the air. That way he kind of goes upwards. Go down here. Little whirly gigs. So a lot of times they spawn... Oh man, jump that one. Okay. They're kind of tricky because they don't always spawn in the same spot every time. Now this guy, you can actually kill from up here, which is pretty great because he stays dead. Okay. Unpredictable foes here. Sometimes there's one right there. Now, if you don't need this pizza, don't go this way, but I'm going to try to get it, mainly so I can get some practice in against these whirly guys here. So you want to swing against them, turn around to your left, and run, and wait until they stop flashing, swing, and then turn to your right. It's pretty precise, but at least Leonardo has a decent range. Try doing it with Raphael. That is not easy. In fact, check out the video about it if you're interested. So there'll be 3 of them here. That's 1, 2, and 3. I got hit, but it doesn't matter, because there's a full health refill here. Excellent. So I think there's gonna be some more whirly gigs. Yep, he's a whirly. Look at him, he hit me. Ugh. So it's okay. I mean, with the full health refill, ultimately it's gonna be a net gain walking back. I think there's at least one more. Yeah, okay, that worked. Might be another one. It's not always the same. Okay, I guess I'm safe. Perfect. So don't hold up here because you can get hit by that guy. Just let him pass. Now you get this kangaroo type dude. Dinosaur. Look at him, he's a dinosaur. I think he takes 9 hits or something. So the trick is he's gonna respawn, and you want to get close to him and jump over here, but don't go too far to the left, because you want that pink platform in the upper right to still be visible. That's a good indication that he's not gonna respawn and you haven't scrolled the screen far enough to the left. So that's good. Might be a whirly here. Is there? Yes, there is. Okay, good. If another one shows up here, just duck. He did not show up. Okay. Might be another one. There's nobody here? I don't know if I've ever seen no enemy there. So there's going to be a boomerang guy right here. I kind of like to walk to the right a bit, jump over him. If you're close to him, same as any other boomerang man, just do that. Usually there's a couple of them here. This time there's only one for whatever reason. Watch out for sub-weapon drops. Remember, E equals MC squared. It equals it. Oh, jeez, that's a bad setup. Man. Try again. It's okay, there is one more full pizza coming up. This is a really nice technique to use here. You can be totally safe by doing this. Now there's a flying enemy here that you're going to want to avoid by ducking. Whoa! Bullets, bullets, bullets. So here you're going to want to take a right. Just like that. And then you're going to want to take a left. Just like this. Duck this enemy here. Now these dinosaurs are not a problem per se, but I feel like they add a lot of lag, so I like to destroy them and just get them off of the screen. A sub-weapon! Yell the word LAG at the sub-weapon! And it's gone. Because see, if they're creating a bunch of lag while you're trying to do this, then you may very well fall down that hole, and if you do, that means that you don't get the final pizza. You still beat the game without it, but, I mean, you want the pizza. Alright. Remember, you want to fulfill Leonardo's fitness goals by fitness pizza in his mouth. Can't remember if I said that already. Don't hold up there either, or you will hit your head against that whirly enemy. Now going down here, I've actually found if I go to the right and kind of goof off, sometimes it'll despawn the enemies over here on the left, although whoa! Just go, just go. Can I do an amazing jump? There's no enemy here. Never mind. Okay, go down here and then duck these little whirly dudes. And then usually there's a spaceman. Yeah, so duck when the spaceman shows up. Duck when the spaceman shows up. There's probably one more. Yep. Look, you can hit his lasers for some odd reason. Okay, so you want to go down here. There is an invincibility item to the right. I'm not going to get it because I consider that it's not a sub-weapon, but I consider it invalidating the run, but I do want to show it. Don't jump into that. When he's broken like that, there are a few frames where he can still hurt you, so be careful. So here it is. Look, don't get it, but look at it. A red turtle? I don't even know who that is. Okay, so this room is kind of unpredictable sometimes. Whoa, but generally if you stay on the ground, you're okay. Yeah, because that guy's up there. All right, so when you go through this door, this says War Wing, I suppose. Go through here and you're gonna wanna jump pretty quickly. These guys can be a pain. Good, okay. All right, very precise room here. So the goal is to despawn as many spacemen as you can. So if you follow these instructions, you can do it. So the first ones, you wanna be, when you scroll the screen, you wanna be up in the air in this corner like this. There'll be two spacemen. They always come in twos. So they left. If I would have walked into that screen, they would have attacked me. Okay, so go over here. And now these pipes here, put your nose on the very right-hand side of the pipes. Uh-oh. Yeah. So that guy will fly up, one more pixel over, and then this guy will show up, and you can jump him. Otherwise, they'll both come in at the same time, and they're a little difficult to deal with. Okay, next marker is this vertical black line. Make sure you're in the air when you cross it, like that. That was one guy. Oop, where's the second one? There he was. Don't just walk into that screen or you'll have to fight those dudes. Okay, so you duck here. Yep. And now the third grate, see those bright pixels at the top of the third grate here? You want to jump towards the third bright pixel and be in the air when the screen scrolls like this. Let me see if I can get it. Yep, that was one spaceman. And where's number two? One pixel over. There he is. Okay, great. Now, next one. Put your nose against the leftmost side of this grate. This is pixel perfect. Can I do it? No. Okay. Ah. Well, anyways, yeah, now I'll do it. Okay, so one more pixel over, and you can get that guy to spawn and jump over him. Okay. And then, actually, let me look at my notes. What's the next thing? Nose against first grate. Okay, third dot. Yeah, so it's this third grate again. Jump at the third dot up here. Where is it? There it is. Oh, man. Come on, Leonardo. Yeah, okay, good. And then the next thing is gonna be this grate here, the second to last grate. Put your nose on the third, like, vertical shiny line. It's in the middle. It's another pixel perfect one. Yep, there it is. One more pixel over, this guy will show up, you can jump over him. And then this very next grate here, you wanna do that third pixel up here again. Come on! Yep, that's one spaceman. I thought he would have showed up there. Ah, scroll the screen. Okay, good. Excellent. So then this batch, I believe you jump over this guy? Yeah, jump over him, and then jump in the corner here to spawn the only spaceman. That's just a single spaceman. So now, here's the infamous hallway. Jump in, and then back out, so you can jump over that guy. And then every time a spaceman appears, duck, and he will leave. Then they will alternate. There'll be a spaceman, and there'll be 8 whirly things. It's like spaceman, whirly, spaceman, whirly. So the way that you deal with the whirlies is the same way you deal with them in the previous room. So duck when the spaceman shows up. When the whirly shows up here, you're gonna wanna swing, then start running to the left. And then as soon as he starts flashing, swing again, and then turn around. Be very careful here, because remember, they can drop sub-weapons. And if they do, and if you pick it up, it's that reset button. It's gray, it says reset in red letters, and it is waiting for you to push it, most likely with your index finger. Okay, good. So there are 8 of these whirlies, and each one takes a block off of you of health, so they can actually kill you even if you have full health here. But the good news is as Leonardo, if you get below half health, remember, your attack goes up, and you can actually kill these things in one shot. So that's it. That's the hallway. So you're going to do 2 really cool hops here. 1 hop, 2 hop. I failed. All right, that's it. He know what he doing. Whatever. Okay. Go up here. Now, for this dude here, when he spawns, I like to jump over him and get 1 free hit in. Plonk. Yep. Just hit him. Keep some distance. When he moves forward, hit him again, like that. 1 more shot. Be careful. He can drop a sub-weapon. Okay. So this is it. So here's the Shredder battle. Here's a real easy way to take care of Shredder. When he appears, drop down here and put your nose against this thing in the background, and he will not be able to hit you. Look at this. Also, for whatever reason, you turn into Raphael. That's very strange. I also noticed that if you pause the game, and you use careful timing and teamwork to win, then you can do it. But if you pause, look, now my bandana color is accurate. It's weird. I don't know. But so you can stand here, and when the evil Shredder attacks, don't cut him no slack. At least that's what the song says. There you go. Just goof around here. Now, you can also do this. If you're up here, you can kind of get him in a lock this way. So every time he jumps, you can just hit him, and it's fine. So not a very difficult battle with Leonardo, if you know what you're doing. Any turtle can do the trick down at the bottom, or up here, really. But that's it. That's the Shredder battle. There he is. Don't let him hit you with the gun that he has. He's on fire! All right, so that was it. That was the solo Leonardo no sub-weapons run. Pretty good. Hero and a half shell. 1 hero. You defeated Shredder and saved the world! Now I can turn back to human form. Thanks. You guys have excelled my skills. No, guys, it's just Leo. Just one. Just one guy. Oh, Splinter is back to his real form. You guys again are great. Thanks for your help. Let's celebrate with a pizza. I don't want to hear it, April. She's the one that tried to mess me up earlier. Look at this. The adventure of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is concluded. That text is not centered. Oh, but I can fix that, though. I know how to fix that. So if you highlight the text, or if you put your cursor on the same line as the text, you hold down the control button and you press E on your keyboard, then it'll center it. So I'll send a letter to Ultra Games and let them know to do that. Good job, Leonardo. You used your katana blades. We did not use the Sai. Fortunately, that was a very difficult one. We did not use the Nunchaku. It was also a very difficult one. And we did not, speech. We did not use the BO. The BO is what I'm trying to say. We didn't use it. That's gonna be the next one. Okay, so I've done a solo run, no sub-weapons for Raph, Mike, and Leo. Next up is Donatello. Good job.